I'm going to completely destroy this Linux install and then fix it again in 2 minutes. Right, so this is my laptop running openSUSE Slowroll. And for anyone who hasn't heard of Slowroll, it's a rolling release, meaning the software is constantly updated rather than waiting for a big version release once a year. It's based on openSUSE Tumbleweed, but updates roll through monthly instead of daily, which makes it a little bit more relaxed. Now, the number one fear that most people have about rolling releases is, what if an update breaks my system? And honestly, that's a fair question. On Windows, if an update goes wrong, then you are looking at hours of troubleshooting and probably a full reinstall. And same with a lot of Linux distros as well. But openSUSE has something that changes that completely. It's called Snapper, and it works with Btrfs or Btrfs or other variants of that file system name. And that is the file system that openSUSE uses by default. Every time you install, update, or remove software, Snapper automatically takes a snapshot of your entire system, a frozen copy of how everything was before the change. And if anything goes wrong, you just roll it back. Done. But I'm not just going to tell you about this. I'm going to break this laptop right now live and bring it back to life. So here is Slowroll. The desktop's running, the apps are working, the internet's connected. So let me show you the snapshots that already exist. So to do that, we just do a simple sudo snapper list. Put your password in. And it's got to probe the system for all the snapshots. So it does take a couple of seconds. We'll wait for that to come up. So you can see these pre and post pairs here. And every time I run zipper dup, that's the update command for openSUSE, Snapper has automatically created a before and after snapshot. I didn't set any of this up. This is just how openSUSE works out of the box. So let me create one more manual snapshot so we've got a clean marker for this test. There we go. That's our lifeline, and it should be super clear which one we're referring to in the future. So let's set that up. So there you go. That is our marker. That's our safety net. And we should be able to see exactly what that one is in the list in the future. So let's set that up. So now we've done that. Enter. And it's done. Simple as that. So we can check that again. Let's be safe by just going sudo snapper list. It probes the system again. And then we go at the bottom there. Working system about to break everything. That is our latest Snapper image we have. Right, so with the safety net all sorted, let's have some fun. I'm going to do 3 things that would absolutely ruin most Linux installations. And I'm doing them all right here in one terminal session. None of these will crash anything until I reboot, because the running system is already loaded into memory. The damage kicks in on the next boot. Okay, here we go. Number 1, break number 1. We are going to sudo zipper remove. So that's removing my entire desktop environment, KDE Plasma, gone. After a reboot, there's no desktop, just a black screen and a blinking cursor. So that's a perfect example. It didn't even wait for the reboot. It's uninstalled KDE already, and now it's logged me back in to the fallback version of the IceWM, which is like a backup GUI to use. So we're going to carry on, but it proves the point. So we're going to carry on, and we're going to run the other 2 commands now. So next up is this sudo rpm. Okay, so we're going to continue on. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for us. There we go. We can see. So the next command is this one. This is breaking it in real time here. Look at that. I didn't even restart the video. I thought, well, do you know what? You can see the chaos it's caused straight away. And this could happen after an update. You know, I'm sure we've all had this where you've updated something and the desktop environment has just gone, oh no, thank you. So that's what we're doing right now. So this is Network Manager. So there we go. There goes Network Manager. No networking. I can't even go online on this laptop to fix it. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. That's our network gone. Removed. Fantastic. And while we're at it, let's do one more break. And this is a bad one. So the one we're going to do, again, don't copy these unless you want to break your system. But what we're going to do is sudo rm etc. We're going to remove. Why am I doing this? The FS tab. So that is the file that tells Linux where the hard drives are and how to mount them. So without it, the system can't even find its own hard drives properly when it boots. So right now, this laptop is sitting on a time bomb. Next time it reboots, no desktop, no network, and it can't mount its file systems. On most systems, that is definitely just a reinstall. Okay, now obviously we've got to switch over to the camera now just so you can see what's going on because I can't record a dead system. And there we go. That is all we have. We just have, not in focus, we just have a local host login. We've got nothing. So this time on the reboot, what we're going to do, when the boot menu loads up, we're going to choose one of our snappers here. So as you can see, working system, about to break everything. That's the one we created. So what we're going to do, we're just going to boot into that one. Give it some time. Going to roll back everything that we had before. There's a good KDE sign. That's always nice to see. And look at that. We are absolutely back exactly where we left it. There's the fast fetch. It's all there. We're back up and running. Network, we're already connected to the Wi-Fi. So now this is rebooted. This has booted into a read-only snapshot. So what we have to do is tell openSUSE and Snapper to reinstate this one as the active version. So we just need to do 2 commands and that's it. So let's do that right now. So we're already in the terminal. Again, apologies about the hand holding here, but I can't record the screen. I'm breaking it. So we're going to do sudo. I want you to see it in real time. Snapper list. No, we're not doing snapper list, are we? Sudo snapper rollback. Yeah, put our password in. Doing its thing. There we go. And now we're going to reboot. So now we're going to reboot sudo reboot. Just going to let it as the default. And we're back completely. Every package, every config file, every setting, exactly as it was before I destroyed it. Total time from broken to fixed, about a minute. You know, taking out the hand-holding camera and trying to type in the commands, that took longer than the actual fix. And I think that is absolutely incredible. As you can see, everything's working absolutely perfectly here. This is exactly why I run openSUSE. People hear rolling release and think unstable. But Tumbleweed and Slowroll are both tested by OpenQA. Automated testing that checks every snapshot before it reaches your machine. And even if something slips through, Snapper means you are never more than 2 minutes away from a working system. No other mainstream distribution makes it this easy. I mean, you can set up Btrfs snapshots on Arch, Fedora, whatever, but none of them have it built in, automatic and integrated into the boot menu from the moment you install. Only openSUSE does that, and you don't configure anything. It just works. And that's what I meant on my last video by no drama. You don't have to be brave to run a rolling release. You just need a system that's got your back. And Snapper has definitely got your back. Now, if you want to learn Snapper properly or you need more help, then it's not just a party trick that I've made for this video. So to help you, I've actually created, if you go to gnutolinux.com, I've created a full Snapper, complete Snapper guide. There you go. And that has got everything to get you started, to get you out of trouble, to give you some key points, whatever level you're at. I'm sure there's some help here that you can find. Some commands for you to figure it out and to configure it and everything else. And if you go to gnutolinux.com, like I said, I've actually got guides on quite a few things. So if you are new to openSUSE, I've made a complete openSUSE handbook. And you can see here, it's got different levels. You can choose your section that you want to learn about. Understand if you want Slowroll or Tumbleweed, the desktop environments, and just loads of information about openSUSE, because I think it's absolutely my favorite distribution. And I'm really hoping I can help bring more people to it, because it's absolutely fantastic. So stable, so many features, all the latest software, and I just love it. It's fantastic. And to top it off, it's European based out of Germany. It's not a tiny distribution. It's backed by SUSE. So it's got everything that I want in a distribution, and I love it. Now, I'm running Slowroll on this laptop, but I also run Tumbleweed on my second PC. So I've got the best of both worlds here, and it's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And if you are new to Linux completely, there's even a distro finder here. So you can go on here, follow these prompts, and it will just help you choose your first distribution if it's new to you. So it's just a bit of fun. You know, it's not an exhaustive list here. Just a bit of fun. So it's not a full list of every single distro out there, but it just helps you guide you along to find somewhere for you to start. So head to the website, go check out some of the stuff I've put on there for you. It's totally free. There's nothing to download, nothing to pay. It's just some helpful stuff that I've found that I thought you might like as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been useful to see something actually break in real time and how quickly and easy it is to recover. And if that has helped you or you found it fun, please leave a comment below. If there's something else you'd like me to show you for openSUSE, please let me know. I'd love to show you more stuff. And let me know how you're getting on. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.